in the name of the Most High, Jah Rastafari, and the universal creator in all its glorious names, the divine masculine and divine feminine. It's one love, Jammin. Good day, baby. Today is February the 14th, 2024, and it is so ironic that today adds up to a number 6, which Bob Marley was born on the number 6. That's why I know when people do releases, you got to remember in his story or her story or the story of his human existence, you got to remember that a lot of these movies like Paramount and Disney and all of these guys used to pay attention to their astrological advisors and their numerical advisors. So it is interesting that they decide to release Bob Marley's movie on a universal 6th day, and it's called One Love. Those who study numbers know that 6 is one of the frequencies of love, truth, balance, harmony, reciprocity, forgiveness. So there's a reason why they decided, not just because it's Valentine's Day, because, you know, Akoma Day was yesterday, but Akoma Day is every day when you share love for one another as melanated people. But today adds up to a number 15, which is a 6. And in tarot, the number 15, as I speak about it also in my book, so make sure you get it on Amazon. The number 15 is a number that says there's a battle between the physical and the spiritual realm, or the material and the spiritual realm, which Bob Marley himself sung songs that was not only revolutionarily physical, but also revolutionary spiritual. So for today, that it adds up to a number 15. Remember, the number 15, if you get a chance to get my book on Amazon or Kindle, the number 15 is the symbol of magic and mystery. The symbol of magic and mystery. This combination of the 1 and 6 expresses a perfect human balance or perfection of humanity. The number 15 can be a very favorable and powerful number. Today adds up to a 15, mind you. However, the vibrations or the people connected to the number 15, which equates to a number 6 vibration, have to be mindful of certain energies they associate themselves with during the course of their lives. In tarot, I'm going straight down, I'm not going to read the whole thing. In tarot or tarot, the tarot card 15 is called the devil card. It depicts man and woman chained through the wrong use of the magician's magic wand, and now they are shackled to their own erection of the lower force. And due to the healing and balanced expression of the number 15, which adds up to a number 6, ultimately the higher forces will prevail. So, from my perspective, from a numerovational perspective, whatever the agenda is for them to put out and purvey only Bob Marley as the one love guy, like they did with Martin Luther King, who was also born connected to that number 6 because he was born on the 15th of January. The I have a dream guy, and Bob Marley as the one love guy. Entertain what I'm saying for a minute. Because today is the number 15. It adds up. When I say it adds up to the number 15, 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 15, which is a 6. And being that 15 is that number of the symbol of magic and mystery, whatever agenda they have, it's not going to prevail. You're going to see all of the madness come out. You're going to see, as we're starting to see, like I said, Bob Marley's energy, because he's born February the 6th, his energy, when you add it all across, adds up to a number 16. So right now, his energy, there's a lot of revealing, but it's a spiritual revelatory energy that's coming out. So there's a lot of revealing in the family and the bickering of people that used to be part of the band, and the ex-women and the women that Bob used to deal with, and this person mentioned and that person, and all that is going on. Cool. But it's supposed to happen because of the energy and the vibration that we're in now for coming out of that 2023, coming into this 2008, because 2023 added up to a 7. This is the number 8. 8 is the number of old things coming back to either heal or haunt. Old things, old people, old friends, old situations, old relationships coming back to heal or to haunt. And so in a number 8 year or a 44-8 year, which I like to dub it in, Blue Pill will say, because 20 plus 24 equals 44. First, not just reading it across, understand that 8 is about past issues and past situations coming back to either heal or haunt you, help or hurt you. In this situation with the whole One Love movie, and today equating to a number 6, which deals with a love vibration, and Bob Marley being born under the number 6, which is a love vibration, but Bob Marley's alignment number adds up to a number 8 when you add the 2 plus the 6 is alignment or his pinnacle number. So the early parts of his life is when he developed a lot of this stuff that was going to come back to either help him or haunt him. So in that early part of his life, that 8-year cycle, that 8 pinnacle number, that 8 achievement number, that 8 alignment number, he was building up his reputation of who he was as a revolutionary, as a relationship person, dealing with relationship with women and dealing with business and of course all of that. So by the time he transitioned and by the time we get here now, thus we are going to see a messy show from family and people that was connected to Bob, but it's at the end of the day, because of the energy that we're dealing, the higher forces will prevail. And whatever message that's supposed to come out for Bob Marley, and from that message, the One Love movie, whatever message is supposed to come out is going to stimulate the rebels, because we are in the age of Aquarius. And Aquarius is not just the technological age, it is the age of the rebel. Bob Marley was born under that misnomer sign Aquarius. I was born under that misnomer sign. Rick James was born under that misnomer sign. Many rebels in history and herstory either have Aquarius risings and Aquarius moons, or connected to that number 4 energy when you deal with the 4, the 13, the 20, the 22, or the 31. Those are rebel energies. Keep note of that. Anytime 4 shows up a lot of times in your chart, those are the rebel energy. 1 is also considered a rebel energy because we like, as a number 1, we like to step out. And because Aquarius is ruled by the number 4 and 1, 4 being first, and then the 1, and then Leo on the other side of the Aquarius is the 1 and then the 4. And we still, remember, Aquarius still have the shadow side of the number 8. Because it was once connected to Saturn and that number 8 vibration. So that's still looming in the background. And that's a beautiful thing because it brings a karmic thing. So whatever anybody's agenda with what they're trying to do with Bob Marley's film, it can backfire on them because that 8 energy has a karmic energy around it. And if the good is being put out and then you trying some negative stuff, guess what? The higher forces will prevail, because at the end of the day, we know that it's all about the balance in this universe. So I'm off to see the movie, the wonderful movie of Bob. I'm off to see, and I got this years ago. I got this shirt. I found this in my this is an actual shirt of Bob Marley and the Wailers. And this was actually produced by the family years ago. I got this probably like 15 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, I got this shirt. No, it would be more. When I was in the radio and production, this shirt is over 20 years old. Still new, still feels good. This is a thermal shirt, just in case it's cold in the movie theaters. And this is a Bob Marley shirt, Bob Marley and the Wailers shirt from back in the day, 100% cotton. Yeah, baby, 100% cotton. If you're going to buy anything from the Bob Marley family, make sure you go to the Bob Marley LLC or BobMarley.com or the MarleyLegacy.com and buy it from the family. Don't buy them because one thing about the Marley family, they don't play with their legacy. They'll come after you. You start throwing up pictures and start making T-shirts and all that. They come after you. They came after the Chinese too back in the day. I remember that. Chinese started bringing and making all type of Bob Marley stuff. And I remember the family came after the Chinese they went to damn near China to deal with that. And they got it resolved. I don't know how they got it resolved, but Chris Blackwell and all these guys, they got some clout all over the world. So when they start talking, especially when you're dealing with an icon like Bob, I've been watching a lot of the interviews. I'm going to the movies by myself, and I might watch it two more times after that. I might take out a few people and see if any one of my family members and any lucky friend, female, of course, want to hang out with me. I might see it 3 times altogether. So I'm definitely going to see it because I want that movie to become number 1. Because we're in and tipping the age of Aquarius. On a quantum level, we are tipping the age of Aquarius. Some say we're in the age of Aquarius. Tomato, whatever. But we definitely feeling that effects of it. We're still feeling that energy. So I want, and if you can, go out to see it. The family is fully behind it. Not all the band members, of course not. There's going to be a lot of Don Taylor, who I know personally. I know if he was still alive, Don Taylor would not go for that movie because, people expect a movie to tell the whole story in 2 hours. The Titanic, as long as that movie, it wasn't able to tell the whole story about the Titanic, about the black folks that probably drowned or sailed away, or people that got killed and all that kind of stuff. They couldn't tell that whole story. So let's not get it twisted. If you're going to tell, there's going to be a lot of documentary. If you're not seeing it now, you're going to see a lot of documentaries coming out from the different women Bob had, from different angles. And they're saying that he had more than 11 children. So he might have up to like 20 odd children. That's what they're saying, according to reports, allegedly. So Dr. Sabi, Lord have mercy. You ask his wife, he's like, Sabi had a lot of children. That's what she used to say. I used to laugh. But men of that stature and that had a mission to do certain things, they get around. And that's what was some of the things. And please don't focus on Bob's relationship. Wherever Bob went, he had a relationship. He is born under that number 6. Number 6 is the number of magnetism, both positive and negative. And women was drawn. I know women today, if Bob Marley was still alive, they would go and have Bob Marley's baby. Today, I know women right now, young ladies, they probably around their 30s and 40s, but Bob would be 70-something years of age. Today, they would have Bob Marley's baby. Today. That's how deep. Some people would dig up him grave to see if they can find his phallic symbol to have baby with Bob. That's how crazy some of our people are when it comes to their icons. I don't doubt that they've taken some of his DNA off of his bones and some of his hair and all of that. I don't doubt that. But we already see that Bob Marley's prophecies came true. Bob Marley's prophecies came true. Bob Marley's prophecies came true. Remember the song he said? Them I go tired for see me face. Can't take me out of the race. Nothing but all of his children. The last child, one of his children just won the Grammys recently. The reggae Grammy, Julian. Ziggy has won the Grammy. Steven has won the Grammy. Damien has won the Grammy. You I got tired for see me face. Can't take me out of the race. You're going to tired to see Bob's face. Then he got probably 50 or more grandchildren. I don't know the exact amount, but back in the day, it was like up to 40. So now he's up to 50. So big up to Bob and his legacy. And then remember the song when he said, bubbling on the R&B, just for the people to see. We're bubbling on the top 100, just like a mighty dread. He's talking about the Billboard lists of the world and the lists in England and across the world, bubbling on the top 100, just like a mighty dread. Showing you that Bob prophesies of what is happening now, because he was an old soul that was able to tap in to who and what his mission was. So when a man or a woman has a mission, he was born February the 6th, 1945. And that add up to 1953. And that's 10 plus 15, 16, 17, 18. So his life path is a number 9, which deals with humanitarian service through his music, of course, and through what he has done over the years, even while he's been gone. And it deals with international status, Bob Marley. So big up to the late, great, always on time, Bob Marley. One love with Jammin today. One art, let's get together and feel all right. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end, y'all. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will be all right. Let's get together and feel all right. Note, before I get off, Bob Marley is just not a one love guy. You got to listen to his album Survival, Exodus. Listen to all of his album, and you'll see that not only was he teaching about love, he was teaching about revolution. He was teaching about evolution. He was teaching about honor and respect. And he was definitely talking about Black liberation all over the world. Pay attention. Because until the philosophy which hold one man superior and the other inferior is finally discredited and abandoned, everything is war. Everywhere gonna be war until that philosophy is gone, till racism is obliterated and moved. And that was based off of the speech of His Imperial Majesty, Haile Selassie, Jah Rastafari. Yeah, I'm a Rasta. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Hebrew. I'm a Akan. I'm a Ifa. I'm all of it, because all of it came out of the original people. All of it came out of the original people. I'm Christian. All of it. I'm Buddhist. All of it came out of us. So I don't run away from none of it. I take what I need to make myself a better person. So on that note, I wanted to make it quick and easy and sweet for Uno. And letting you know, I is going to go see Bob Marley in my shirt. But I have my Marcus Garvey hoodie on because Bob Marley promoted Garvey, respected Garvey's his tenacity and what he did, but he honored His Imperial Majesty, Honorable Marcus Garvey, and the Honorable His Imperial Majesty, the one, the only Haile Selassie, was definitely prevalent and a constant reminder in Bob Marley's head back in the day. So I think my father's going to see it. I believe my mother's going to see it in New York, and my father's going to see it in Florida. I'm going to see it right here in Georgia. I'm going to see it by myself first, because I don't want no distractions. I need to study. I need to enjoy. I need to embrace. I need to internalize this person that saved my life from when I was young. I've been hearing Bob Marley all my life since I was born. Simmer down. And then to find out that one of my cousins, the horn player for Simmer Down and those type of songs, to find out that one of my cousins was the trumpet player that was playing the trumpet for Bob Marley back in the day. It's a studio because he was part of the studio. So more than likely, he just got paid one time, and that's it. He's no longer with us. He transitioned. His name was Dizzy Moore. Dizzy Moore, the one from the Scatolites, one of the original founding members from the Scatolites. So anytime you heard original ska music from the Scatolites, my cousin was more than likely the horn player. And he also played the horns for No, No, No. He played the horn for Don Penn. That the original lick of that song, my cousin played. That the horn trumpet player is my cousin Dizzy Moore, aka Johnny Dizzy Moore. From my mother's side, he was my mother's first cousin. So I got history, I got legacy in my blood, in my DNA. I got royalty in my DNA from the musical side, because on my father's side is Grace Jones. Grace Jones is his second cousin on my father's side. On my mother's side, Dizzy is his first cousin. It's her first cousin. And Susie Q, who is also of Jamaican descent, the disco diva, is my mother's first cousin. Second cousin, my mother's second cousin, who I speak about here all the time. You know, she's one of my favorite cousins. So on that note, family, have a one love, jammin' good day. We're jammin', 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 jammin' in the name of the Lord. We're jammin', yeah, jammin' right straight from your faith. Holy Mount Zion, Holy Mount Zion, doo-doo, just seated on Mount Zion, doo-doo, it rules all creation, yeah, where we're jamming, boom, boom, what you want, we're jamming, boom, boom, yeah, I can't wait till that song come on, because that's all part of the movie. That's all part of the movie. I can't wait to hear Exodus, because that was a part of that era. They got to touch a lot of the music, and I'm glad that Stephen Marley, his son, remixed the music so it can be sound quality for the movie theaters. I tell you, I've been watching these interviews. Stephen Marley, Ziggy, Ben Adadir. I've been watching all those movies. So today I'm going to go see it by myself. And because today adds up to a number 6, when you add it all across, the 2, the 1, the 4, the 2, the 0, the 2, the 4 equals 15, which is the 6. Bob Marley was born on the 6th. I'm telling you, these people use mathematics and astrology to release their movie, especially because it's also co-produced and released by Paramount Films. And Paramount, alongside Disney, was doing that astrological consultation and advisory with certain people to release their movies at a certain date and a certain time and a certain vibration. And this is still the Aquarian vibration of Bob Marley right now. Still the Aquarian vibration, the revolutionary vibration. So we're going to do what we got to do. I'm going to sit there with my mental notebook. But I am going to bring a notebook, because I like to write and, take in the movie. And I write in dark. I just, while they're doing their thing, I'm writing keynotes from the film. So maybe I'll talk about it tonight or after I come back. But I'm not going to give any. It'll probably be a spoiler alert. when next time I come up here, it's probably going to be a spoiler alert, family. So look out! I'm going to the movies. I got to be there at 1 something, about 1:45. I think 1:45 is my movie. 1:45, nearest to 2:00 is when the movie starts. So I'm gonna sit in it. I hope y'all go out there and support the Marley family. I've worked with the Marleys in the past. I've showed y'all the receipts. I can show y'all again. It's in my book. I've worked with the Marleys before. Here's a picture of me Here's a picture of me and Kamani Marley with Farrah Gray at a book signing of his new book. Here's a picture of me of Damien Gong, Junior Gong, Damien Gong. The flyers that I did when I actually emceed an event with the Marley family. Here's one of the flyers that I did with when I emceed the event with the Marley families back in the day. The receipts are there, but here they go. Julian, he's the one that just won the Grammy this year. Julian Marley just won the Grammy. That's Damien when he was a child. That's Damien when I know Damien since he was like that. He didn't have no locks yet. That's Julian Marley. That's one date. And this was the other date when I had Rita Marley. Julian Marley was there. Damien, they was on tour. It was called Marley Magic. I was a part of that. I was the MC. You see my name on the bottom there. See my name on the bottom of both of them. I was the MC for both of those events. And powerful history. So yeah, it's in my book. Numerovation. Numbers are simple people. Numbers are simple people. No promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. We put it out here in the front before I go. So you get to see my promotional journey. Pictures, receipts are all in the book. My receipts with the Marley family. My receipts with the sons, the successful sons. Julian Marley, he's in the book. Damien Marley, like I showed y'all. Kamani Marley is in the book. A lot of different pictures, but I also give you a motivational way to understanding why no promotion is bad promotion and all publicity is good publicity. Just spell my name right. Don't spell it wrong. Some of y'all like to add E at the back of Simone. No, it is Simon. Brother King Simon. KINGSIMON. No E at the back. So no promotion is bad promotion. All publicity is good publicity. Just spell my name right. That's all I ask. I care less. I could care less. All is good. Because all is getting me better. All of the publicity that I'm getting on other levels that I'm starting to receive behind the scenes, which I will not talk about. It's time to keep some things under the cup. It's time to keep some things under the cup, but look out for other TV series, other things, other appearances that I'll be making. Look out for that. I'm not joking. This is my 11th personal year. 11 personal years, not just spiritual understanding of who you are and recognizing your mission, but it is also about each and every one of us. When you get into that 11 personal cycle, when you do a session with me and I find out that you're in 11 personal cycle, or you're in your name adds up to a master number 11, or your middle name adds up to a master number, or your last name adds up, or your alignment number might be your pinnacle number might be a master number, or the day you're born or the year you're born is master number 11. I tell you to tap into the master, because when 11 shows up, and 22 shows up, or 33 all the way to 99 shows up, it's alerting every one of you to tap into the master. Tap into the master. So depending on how you add your birthday up, like I seen Holistic Hope on here, my dear friend at CPF in the world, the one, the only, Dr. Shakira. Although she's born 6/14, and it equals a 20, and that's a master number potential. So when the master number potentials add up, when you see master number potentials with the 0 behind it, that's another alert of what you need to master or what your highest potential can be. But certain numerologists will just add the 6 first and then make sure they add the 14 and make it 5. So 14 turns into 5, and 6 plus 5 equals 11. So she, in another aspect, Dr. Shakira, in another aspect of how you add the numbers, have a master number, alignment number. So I'm just making her example, where in one aspect it adds up to a 20, which is the master number potential from my perspective, because anything that 0 follows, it adds higher potential, like a 22 or 11, or, because 0 adds a extra kick. So that's why I call them a master number potential of extreme high value and high understanding. But when you start adding it a different way, like certain numerologists will do, I see that Dr. Shakira also not only have an alignment number connected to the 20, but she also have the 11. And the 11 is very important in her life if she taps into it. But 20 is also very important because she's also an iridologist, and 2020 is the number that they say is the value of good vision. So for her to be a 20 alignment number and an 11 alignment number in another aspect, showing me exactly from a bird's eye view what masterful things and what master potential she got. And that's why she does what she does from her perspective. And I'll be interviewing her and I think Goddess, I forgot the sister's name. I'll be interviewing them on March the 3rd, I believe. I got them coming in because they got an event coming up. Yeah, I got them coming in on March the 3rd. Yes, I got Dr. Shakira coming in at March the 3rd. That's a Sunday. So it's going to be powerful. Family, on that note, my beautiful people, on that note, you know what I'm saying? On that note, let me take a step to the rear and get the heck on out of here. JP, what up, man? JP, what up? I just finished talking about the 11. You're going to have to rewind this. I just spoke about the 11 and how powerful 11 and numbers that the 20, how powerful the 10, 20, and 30s are. Anything that 0 follows, but how powerful the 11, the 1, 1, the 2, 2, the 3, 3 are. There's a book called The Book. Look into it. Okay, no problem, bro. Thank you about that. I might have that book, The Book. I've heard that name before, and I got so many books, Lord. And every time I think of something, I go get it because I know eventually I'm going to leave it to my family. Or I told my family if they can't keep the books, donate it to Black institutions that value reading books, that value information, and will be willing to sit down and read and not just look up and mess up your eyes. Because these apparatus sometimes mess up your eyes. I don't mind using them because I know how to block some of these energies. But it's important that we all, how to rebuild civilization. Now I know which one you're talking about. Okay, yeah. That book, yes. If you can do me a favor, JP, DM me the link to that book. DM me or text me. You got my number. Text me or DM me that link, and I would love to. I'm gonna order it. You know me. I have the book. You have the book too. Okay, good. Yeah. I have a few books. Matter of fact, hey, this is a good book too. Y'all been seeing this in the commercials. Let me show y'all. Let me flip it for y'all. No Grid Survival Projects. Woohoo! How to produce everything you need on your property. No grid. Hey, look at that. You think I be playing? I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all don't. Shoot, I know how to make my own toilet. I know how to make a whole waterfall. Y'all go ahead with this. Look at this. Look at this. How to make your own grill. Man, look at this. So y'all better get books like this. Y'all see it up there. It's called No Grid Survival Project. Very good project. If you know how to use a hammer and a nail, if you know how to use a hammer and some tools, you can make anything. I'm telling you right now, you can make anything with this book in your house. Anything, I'm telling you. So that's a good book to have, all right? Look, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. I'm getting ready to go to this Bob Marley filming, Bob Marley show. I got my old shirt, this is 20 years old. This shirt is 20 years old. Bob Marley, Catch a Fire. I think it's, this was released, when did I get this? This was based off of one of the shows Bob Marley did in 1975, July 1975, July 18th, 1975. This shirt is based on one of those things. So, family, be willing to use your mathematics, your numerical value of who you are and better yourself. I'm here for the betterment, not for the bull crap. I'm for the betterment and not for the bullament. bull and mint don't go together. Bull crap and mint do not go together. It'll just be like let me not go there. Bull crap and mint is not going to be helpful. I'm going to broadcast this on my YouTube. So I'm getting ready to share this on my YouTube. So have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Remember, tonight I will be interviewing Hashim Nzinga, the chairman of the new Black Panther Party's movement, the former chairman because he transitioned. His wife will be speaking for the first time on my platform from a love in the revolution background, because I'm interviewing her because her and I, we've known each other for years. She used to be a vendor at my events back in New York. She comes from Boston and she's via Haiti. She's from Haiti. And her and Hashim Nzinga, the great teddy bear. They used to call him the big teddy bear because when he was thicker back in the day, he just looked like a big old teddy bear. Everybody used to call him that. And he was one of the right-hand men from Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. So I'm interviewing one of the wives from that revolution, the new Black Panther Party, Hashim Nzinga, widow. And many great women lost their husbands while doing this battle or while doing the revolutionary work. We know Eldridge Cleaver, his wife. We know Malcolm X, of course. We know Dr. Khalid was also married by the time when he got, they said we all believe that he got taken out. That's just what that is. Many, many brothers and sisters. Fred Hampton, all of them was married or was in a good relationship, but they got taken out. So children are left behind this too. So we're going to talk about that. I got to talk about the child that's left behind in all these relationships. Malcolm X, we know all of his daughters was left behind after all these. Matter of fact, Betty Shabazz was pregnant when Malcolm got taken out. So we're going to talk to a sister that was right there with her husband in his last days also. And we're going to go there. We're going to go there tonight. Myself and Kerry Ann Ingram will be interviewing her tonight because this is the quote unquote Black Love Day. Well, Akoma, the real name for Black love. And I want y'all to start getting books like this so y'all don't have to depend on Valentine's Day. Because if y'all know the history of Valentine, woo, this book is called Akoma Day. This is based off of a Black guidebook into the sacred science of soul mating, and it's called Akoma Day. That is the original symbol of the Akoma symbol from out of the Adinkra and the African symbols. Go get this book by Mansho and Nwasha. It's called Akoma Day, Guidebook into Sacred Science of Soul Mating. And it lasts for 7 days. It's not just a 1 day thing. It's a 7 day, but it's an everyday thing. And he gives you the African principles, the indigenous principles in this book. He signed it for me, of course. Big up to them. Very good. Y'all need to know what it means to really understand what love is. On page 40, he talks about what love is, what Akoma means. Akoma Day is a 7-day Black love holiday offered as a cultural alternative to Valentine's Day. The focus of the holiday is to restore Black indigenous love as the primordial example of love personified for all humanity to model. The holiday was created in 1997 and formally introduced internationally in 2003. Get the books. Because if y'all knew what Valentine's Day was all about, now you get it from the original Africana indigenous perspective. And he's touching all of him and his wife is doing this. His wife and him is they're doing it. They're the beautiful couple right there. That's the beautiful couple. I've had them on my show before. And Washa is the wife and Mansho is the husband. Get the book. Beautiful couple. They also do couples. They also do couples consultation together. because I believe it's important for a couple. If you got a married couple, don't do it with one person. Sometimes y'all doing some of us are doing consultation with psychiatrists and therapists that are not even in a relationship. That don't make sense to me. I mean, I understand you can learn from your past and teach it, and they went to school for a lot of this. But when you do it with a couple that's in a relationship for 25 to 30 years, a happy relationship, have they gone through their ups and downs? Yes. But when you see them, they show you and they exude the love that they've had all these years, like they're still in love with each other. So this couple here, powerful couple, powerful book to get. Go and order it right now on Amazon, or let me see if their website is called Acoma House Initiative. Acoma House Initiative.com. That's their website, Acoma House Initiative, and they have a phone number. So let me put that phone number right there. So there you go. There you go. That is them. You can buy the book through their Acoma House Initiative. That is the number 609-474-4203. And the website is www.acomahouseInitiative.com. Go get the book, study the book, apply the book, add it to your arsenal of how to maintain a stable relationship and a productive relationship, of sacred science of soul mating. So go and support the family for this day, because they've been doing it for a long time. And they was just at Nicholas recently. I just interviewed them. I just rebroadcast an interview I did with them at Nicholas. And so they was at Nicholas just recently. So enough big respect to them. All right, family. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. I'm going to rebroadcast this on YouTube, so look out for that. And it's going to be on Facebook also. And won't do it on IG because I did it live here on IG. All right. So peace and love. Take care, man. I'm going to go see Bob Marley and their rendition from their perspective. It's only an hour and a half to 2 hours. They're not going to get the whole story. It's a particular story with that whole concert when they tried to kill him back in the day. And I knew the manager. I knew Bob's manager. And him and I spoke privately about it. And he even gave me his book. I have it in my archive. He signed it too, Don Taylor, and his birthday passed February the 10th. See, I'm remembering birthdays too. I think him and Bob was born the same year also. February 10th, Don Taylor. Big up to him, spirit, his soul, and his truth, because he had his own perspective and his own truth. All right? I hope y'all enjoy the movie. Let's make the Bob Marley movie #1 this weekend. Let's make the Bob Marley movie #1. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now.
Eye to eye, heart to heart, each one teach one us. This is Professor Imhotep, the Island Monk, here at Warrior Kido Jiu-Jitsu, Way of the Warrior Spirit. So we're here to go over the rules and try to make that as swift as possible for you guys. So the rules essentially are very few. Number 1 is to follow us on TikTok at the Island Monk, or if you have Instagram, you can follow us at Warrior Temple Island University, or if you really love us and want to show us support, you can follow us at both. You're going to find the Kata Shodachi, and you're either going to duet us on TikTok or collab with us on Instagram and win 10 tickets for every additional video you do beyond that. So as we say with all the warriors, eye to eye, heart to heart, each one teach one, us.
So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerovator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that.